Okay, this first video may seem a little silly. It's about how to watch YouTube videos on YouTube, but bear with me, because if you don't know about these tips and tricks, I think it's going to save you a lot of time. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so with YouTube, you have a video like this. There is a settings cog down at the bottom here, okay? If you click on this, this will give you a list of options that you have. So you can turn on autoplay or annotations. And the next one is probably the most important, playback speed. So you can see you can change this to be twice as fast or a quarter of the speed, or you can also customize this and go somewhere in between. You can turn on captions. You can also change the color of the captions. You can auto-translate if there's a specific language. And of course you can change the quality. Quality is important because you can have something like this where if I'm at 240p, I'm not even going to be able to read this text. So quality is of course really important, especially with text. But I'm a huge fan of shortcuts, and I think I don't even worry about this cog anymore. I'm always just pushing C to turn on captions, M to mute, F for full screen, escape to go back, shift period to speed up, shift comma to go down. If you only remember one thing from this video, just remember question mark. Question mark. Got it? So when you open up a video on YouTube, you can push the question mark, so shift backslash, and it'll bring up a list of keyboard shortcuts. Okay? Now this will tell you basically everything you can do, and sort of sums up what we're going to talk about in this video. The main one is speed. So if we look at this again, we can look here. We have toggle, play, pause, rewind, and fast forward, K, J, and L. So let's go ahead and look at that. So if I push L, it'll go forward 10 seconds. If I push K,
this is also not a
it will toggle, play, and pause.
side.
And if I push J, it'll go back 10 seconds. So forward 10 seconds pushing L, back 10 seconds pushing J. And so you could quickly go through and just cycle through like that, and that's very, very helpful. The next one is previous video, next video. I personally don't use this one that often, but this is the shortcuts here if you need to. Previous frame and next frame, this can be really helpful, especially when you're doing a very technical tutorial. This can be really helpful. So I can push comma to go back, and then period to go forward. Okay, all right. So this is one I use all the time. Decrease playback rate and increase playback rate. So if you do shift comma or shift period, push escape to get out of that. So shift period speeds up, so I can go by 2 times. So now I can watch this, this 20-minute tutorial in 10 minutes. And likewise, I can go down to 0.25% and watch a specific section slower. And this also is great with one of the other shortcuts, which is C for closed captioning. And that's here. You can also find that button here, closed captioning. And so whether you're going fast or you're going slow, I basically always have closed captioning on, unless I need to get rid of it because I need to see the something on the screen. So this is really helpful. And again, also if I'm if I'm watching TV and I also sort of want to watch a tutorial, I can put it on and I can just kind of read along with it on mute and get the gist of it. So yeah, shift comma and shift period I use all the time, and depending on how slow the tutorial is, how fast the tutorial is, depending on how well I know the material, I might go really fast, I might go slower. It all depends tutorial to tutorial, but in general I start at 2 times, and then if I need to slow it down I will. Okay, so 0 through 9 will go to a specific point. So 7 goes to 70% duration. So if I push 3, it'll go to 30%, 7 to 70%, 5, 1, 9, etc. Subtitle captions, this has some different options for this. Again, especially depending on the video, it can be helpful. If you use plus or minus, you can make it smaller or bigger. So full screen is F. I use that one a lot. T is theater mode. So this is not theater mode, but if you push T again, it'll enter theater mode, which is good. The other thing is you can do is you can save this to your own playlist. You can create a playlist, save it to your own. the other part of it is the navigation down here. So if you look, most professional, quote unquote, professional YouTube videos will have a menu set up. And the way that that creator set that up is all they have to do is put in, they have to start with 00 and then have intro. And then they can just put in, obviously this is minutes and seconds. So 0901 is 9 minutes and 1 second. And so this is great because then you can just see right here, you can go, okay, I want to jump straight to Cycles Render Engine. And you can click on it, it'll bring you straight to 654. Even if the tutorial you're watching doesn't have this, you can actually comment and say, let's say at 02 minutes and 32 seconds, hey, what did you mean here? You can comment this, you can make a comment, and then the user will know exactly what you're talking about. So you can, even on the comments, you can do that. You can leave a timestamp. So if you're asking a question in general, it's great to leave this. And the other thing is you can have, you could comment and leave a note for yourself, basically. So if you're going to come back to that and say, I need to be able to, instead of the 30-minute tutorial, I want to know where this particular thing is. You could make that comment just so you could go back to it. And the other thing, lastly, is that you could tell the creator, hey, can you put in timestamps for the menu, especially if it's a video that you're going to watch again and again and again. Anyway, after they've done this, it then shows up down here. Okay, you see this? If I hover over, you'll see. So reason number 1, free and easy to use. So that corresponds with this reason number 1, free and easy to use. So you can hover over any of these and see what the item is here. And yeah, it's just helpful, especially on longer videos. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. I know for me, I use these shortcuts all the time. Even when I'm watching Netflix, I'm like, how do I fast forward this thing? So let me know if you have any questions. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.